Beats.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Live. Yankee season's over, but made a promise. We're still here no matter what. We got something to talk about today, finally. And that is Hal Steinbrenner going on the Michael K show, making some nifty comments about the season. Before we dive right into the comments, I want to start off by saying I'm highly disappointed with the reaction from Hal Steinbrenner. I thought this season was going to finally be a wake-up call, but clearly it's not for the organization. And it pains me to say that.
Oh, you thought this was you didn't think this was a success this season?
I really thought that they were going to wake up, but I guess they're not. I guess they're fine settling with mediocrity year after year. But let me try to pull up Brian Hoach's tweets here from today. Because there was really some outlandish stuff he said, especially like you said, saying that the season's not a failure. Like, come on, bro.
I feel like for the last 11 years, this season has been a failure. Jalen's buying the Yankees.
Jalen's buying the Yankees. Don't stress it. Don't stress anything. Why is it so zoomed out? Is it zoomed out for you guys too?
It looks a little blurry, but you can read it.
No, I could probably zoom in. Sweet car. All right, I say we just get on the first one here. Good times never seem so good.
I was fine with this debate.
Hey, there we go. So first off, Hal Steinbrenner apologizes to Yankees fans, saying the team should have won the World Series and we didn't even come close. I didn't think this was a bad comment to start things out, right?
Yeah. When I first saw that, I was like, okay.
Yeah. And then after that, we started making progress into the good tweets here. This tweet wasn't bad either. Mm-hmm. I didn't like what I saw with the inconsistency, especially in a short season.
We were on
nothing
a roll
bad.
here.
Nothing. I mean, Hal Steinbrenner is 2 for 2 at this point.
It just keeps getting better and better.
This is
where he lost
a little bit.
Yeah, this is when he lost me.
Hal Steinbrenner said he believes that the Game 2 pitching logic of Garcia/Happ was sound, but that it was not executed by the players on the field. What? Like, what does that mean?
Let's just put this in perspective. If he's not blaming Boone, especially for Game 2, regardless, you should have played Garcia more than 4 innings. The kid in his first appearance in the postseason,
4
half an inning.
You mean 1?
He should have pitched more than half an inning.
Yeah, no, but you said more than 4. He didn't even pitch 4.
No, I'm saying he should have.
Yeah.
So who's to blame for this situation? He's obviously not blaming Boone, especially.
No, I mean, we're going to get to that. Obviously, he thinks that
think he's
Boone
blaming
greatest
Hap.
baseball mind of all time. I think that he's blaming Hap.
Because
This
look at
is
what he says.
easily-
Like the
yeah.
logic. He's saying the logic of like opener, starter, piggyback kind of thing is a good idea, but Hap didn't do his job.
What's going on, George? Did you guys know that George is apparently Jabba Chamberlain's second cousin?
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Learn something new every day. But yeah, that tweet was absolutely atrocious. What else do we got here? Oh, this is the one that gets me. Aaron Boone.
You missed the part where he goes, "It's a fact."
Oh yeah, he didn't include the "it's a fact" part. But Aaron Boone will be back next year. What?
Can I just say this? Didn't the White Sox just fire their manager based on his based on the way
Yes.
he handled the bullpen, especially in the playoff
Yeah.
series? Aaron Boone
Accountability
has
is not a
the
thing in New
bullpen
York.
for the last 2 years he's been with this organization. So what can
Who's
we
Hank?
Hank?
Not Hank Steinbrenner because he's dead. So like I don't know what he really has to do with this. But maybe he's thinking about how. I don't know. But Aaron Boone will be back next year. That statement right there. I mean, obviously he missed out on the "it's a fact," but that pains me. Like that makes me want to curl up into a ball and cry for the next week. Because how can you say that this team severely didn't live up to expectations this year, but then in the same sentence say that the manager is going to be back next season? How many years of inconsistency and not living up to the hype do you need before you realize the manager just isn't cutting it? No one? Anything?
That's just pain. There's nothing really to go forward about because everybody wanted.
It's just fucking stupid.
Everybody
it
wanted
makes
Boone
no
gone
sense.
after this year. He is what? How much is his option? Does anybody know how much his options up?
It's probably something cheap. But yeah, that's the
Has to be
same
cheap,
tweet
or
right
else you
there.
wouldn't pay for it.
Victor says, "Hal, I'm sorry." Yeah, no worries, Victor. No worries. Here we go on the team's finances. So now we're talking about finances of a guy who has a net worth of about $4 billion. On the team's finances, Hal Steinbrenner said that the Yankees sustained significant losses, more than any other team in baseball. Because that's exactly what we care about.
That's gotta be bullshit.
Can we just say this? The Yankees are worth more than $4 billion. And I know you didn't have any fans in the stands, but are you just trying to tell us that this offseason you're not going to go after anybody? You're going to say, hey, we're going to sign DJ Tanaka and bring back Brett Gardner, and that's our offseason?
That's basically
There's
it.
a lot of things on this team that need to be addressed. The rotation needs help because you can't rely on Domingo Germán next year. You can't rely on Severino, and God knows if you're going to bring back James Paxton for next year. And the bullpen was shaky, especially now with having Tommy Kahnle. If you're not going to go after a power pitcher like Trevor Bauer, regardless of his critics, regardless of how much attention's on him, you need a strong number 2 starter because that's what the Yankees lack. We all believed in Tanaka having a strong postseason. He laid an egg in both appearances.
Yeah, but I mean, also my thing is, in that same sentence where Hal mentioned that Boone's definitely coming back, it was in the same sentence where he mentioned that he's going to look at all players, all coaching staff, and determine whether or not they belong on this team. So you're telling me Boone's going to be back before you even examine his position in this organization? Like, why is that not even something you can think about? Or look at other options potentially to improve this team and get them over the hump from being stuck in mediocrity for the past 10 years. Pain, bro. Pain.
I think there was a tweet that says he has respect from the locker room. You need a
Bullshit.
manager that just can't be best friends with the
Bullshit. There's
You
no
got-
way he even does anymore.
The last time you saw a manager stick up and basically critic his players was Joe Girardi. And one of the major reasons why he got released after the 2017 season is because he talked about Gary Sanchez. Gary Sanchez has been on the decline since his rookie year in 2016. And he hasn't played – he played, what, 2 games the entire postseason?
That's your boy, Gary Sanchez.
He
That's
played.
my twin, that's my twin, but Gary Sanchez,
he started
Gary
2 games.
Sanchez that we got used to.
George makes a good point here. White Sox manager and Cooper got fired Hal telling us Boone will be back next year. What has Boone done? He's never managed until he came here. He didn't do shit in baseball except one damn hitting coming off the bench. I mean, I think that's a great way. That's a nice way of putting it. I mean, for Hal Steinbrenner to say that Aaron Boone is a great baseball mind, what has he ever done to prove that? His Sunday night ESPN analysis? Like, I don't understand. Him imitating A-Rod's batting stance? Because I'm so confused when he says that Aaron Boone is a great baseball mind. Blows my mind.
Like I said this on the last time about basically criticizing Aaron Boone. There's only two major things he's done with as a manager for the Yankees, and that's squat down in front of the umpire to show him where a strike is, and the whole savages in the box. But we took away the savages in the box because he basically apologized to the umpire. He came out and said that. So what has he done is the
most thing I've ever seen in my life.
And the funniest thing is, regardless of who's manager with this team, they're going to make the playoffs every year. But which manager can drive this team and motivate them to get over the hump? Because ever since 2010, this team has either made the ALDS or the ALCS. And quite frankly, it's only been the ALDS or the wild card. Those have been the only two key significant postseason series the Yankees have dominated in. But they got beat by 5 games by the best team in the AL. So
terrible. I think Richard says it pretty good. They win in spite of him, not because of him. I don't know one game the Yankees have won thanks to great managerial decisions by Aaron Boone. Yeah. The only games they seem to win are the ones where he fucks up and then they score 15 runs just to fucking save his ass. Because that's what only happens. Bro, I can't explain how putrid
he'd be out of a
this
job
man's managerial
on any like average team.
Easily.
He would not have a job. Nope.
And it's not even like he's having success with the best roster that I have seen in God knows how long. Bro, even if you look at like I looked at the Yankees lineup they posted today from the flip game. Did you see they posted that on Yes Network? You can go toe to toe with that lineup to today's lineup, and you could say that this lineup is arguably better. They obviously don't have like the names that this one does, but let me read this off to you. Wait, there's an ad. Give me 2 seconds.
That's tomorrow.
Yep. Look at the screen, Pat.
I'm gonna have to record that shit.
Well, that's fun. All right, ready? So this was the 2001 Yankees lineup against the Athletics. You had Knobloch, Soriano, Jeter, Williams, Tino, Posada, Spencer, Velarde, and Brocious. If you compare that to the lineup the Yankees threw out,
has much more talent.
In ALDS Game 5, the Yankees arguably have more talent in their lineup this year. And they just can't get anything done. The past few years, they've had better lineups, but the production just isn't there when it counts. And that's the key. But tomorrow, I mean, we got Cash and Boone talking. That should be interesting.
Wow.
What else do we got from Hoach? This is another stupid comment that I thought was like kind of snarky by Hal. Fans in the stands at Yankee Stadium next year. Hal Steinbrenner, I have no idea, and neither do you guys. Like, why'd you have to say, and neither do you guys?
I want to hear the way he said it, like the tone of
voice. I'm not mistaken, didn't Hal said his goal is to have fans in the stadium by the end of August?
Yeah, he did say that. And obviously, listen, my thing is, I don't think Hal Steinbrenner cares whether or not there's fans in the stadium. He only cares a little bit because it makes him a shit ton more money. He couldn't care less whether the individual fan was in the stadium watching the game or not. He views fans as dollar signs, and that's all it is. That's it. You got to sell those chicken bucket boys. Parra knows all about that.
Facts.
What else do we have here?
Do you guys know if he gave examples or like went into further detail with like the biggest financial loss of any other team?
No, he didn't really go in depth about that.
Because that has to be bullshit.
I'm assuming he's talking about like attendance because the Yankees are top tier attendance. So I don't know how else they would be losing money outside of that because they made the playoffs, which is extra revenue there. Maybe he's talking about Cole. I have no idea. But he did say that he recognizes DJ LeMahieu's value to the team, and I'll leave it at that. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'm assuming that's him saying, yes, we know DJ's like the man, so we're not going to like risk
I don't
him.
Trust him though.
Neither do I. Like, this is such a weird comment. The
I need
whole
to hear him
interview
say
was
like
weird.
he's coming back.
Yeah. But my thing is, when you talk about how inconsistent this team was last year, you talk about how they didn't live up to expectations. So rather than telling me that and then saying you don't know whether or not this team is going to look different next year, tell me that you're going to make changes to ensure that the same thing doesn't happen again next year. There was no confirmation that he's going to be doing anything to improve this team in the offseason. But we did hear about Domingo Germán. I want to see if there's a tweet about Domingo. Where's Domingo?
But before you go to Domingo, did you just say he believes that Gary Sanchez will return to form in 2021?
Yes, he did.
That's what he said.
We'll
He
get him
said
back.
that he believes Gary Sanchez
I
will
don't-
return to form in 2021.
I can't believe that. Like that.
That pains me.
It's not
Because-
like Gary was even average.
No,
It was terrible.
but like, what gives you that expectation that he's going to be back to form next year?
Even if he works hard, that's great. Like, do something about it.
Yeah, but how do we know? Like, we just
don't
have
give
to
a shit
take
if
their
he works
word when he says that when they say that he's working hard. Because, like, obviously they're not going to say, yeah, Gary's such a slacker. Like, he doesn't do shit. You know what I mean?
CeCe's come out and spoken for how hard he works.
Has
But that
he?
makes me think, like, he's working as hard as he can and he still sucks. Like, how do we know he's going to get better?
Gary needs a lot of work to return to form. I would trust Higgy more. Yeah, I think it's going to be big in spring training, determining who's going to be the starting catcher. We know opening day it's going to be Higgy because of Cole. But if Sanchez rakes his ass off in spring training, I could definitely see him taking the starting role.
But this was another key significant tweet.
This one was the one that pisses me off the most. This is the one that pisses
look
me
at us
off
down there.
the most. Oh yeah, look, six whole likes. But Hal Steinbrenner, our objective was to win a world championship. We failed in that endeavor. Does that mean the whole season was a failure? No.
I don't get where he's coming from. Was 33 and
either.
27 what you were going for? Second place?
No, I
Is that what you
think
were
the
going for?
10-game win streak was what they were going for.
Because last year, like, I remember Cashman was talking. He's like, no, this wasn't a failure. You know, we won 100 games and we won the division. Okay, what'd you do this year?
Just because
You regressed.
your lineup can look amazing on paper, but if they're not producing, they only scored 1 run in that final game.
Yep.
It goes to show.
Give
And
up
they
2
don't
runs and you
average
lose.
In clinching games or important games, they don't score as much runs. And it's sad because this is what you're paying them to do. Everybody sees a powerhouse of Voit. Voit only had 1 good game the entire playoffs.
But
G
also,
only had-
like, can people stop talking about trading Voit? Like,
Yeah,
I
shut
don't
the fuck up.
understand.
If you think we should trade a Void, then just leave.
This is like the second straight year where people are on Twitter. You know, I think we should really sell high on Luke Voit. Like, he's not that good of a player. He just had an outlier year. Like, shut up. Like, where are you gonna get a better first baseman? You want Mike Ford to be the everyday first baseman? Like, shut up.
No, we're gonna put DJ LeMahieu there, even though he's a Gold Glover at second base.
It makes no sense.
You can
It's-
take
you know
whoever
what else
you want
doesn't
and
make
throw him
sense?
anywhere.
having Mike Ford come to the pinch hitting during a game while you have Clint Frazier and Gary Sanchez on the bench.
Yeah, I mean, we went in depth about this on the post
That was disgusting.
after that, but that made
That
me
was
sick.
disgusting.
Listen, I'll say this: Void he struggled during the postseason, but he was the co-MVP of the season, and the guy was playing with I'm not going to even attempt to say this torn plantar fasciitis.
We should ask Brandon how to pronounce that.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
Wait, what'd you say?
He said fasciitis. I'm pretty sure it's fasciitis.
Whatever.
Look at you, Dr. Petrucci.
I'm guessing.
But
But
where's
where's the fasciitis?
Where's the tweet about Domingo? Because this one really stuck out to me. If anyone sees anything about Domingo, say I. Domingo.
Oh, that's Boone. Is a great baseball man.
This one makes me sick. This
This
one
is
really
just a
makes me
joke.
sick.
That's a blatant lie.
Here. Lindsay Adler had it. This is what Hal Steinbrenner said on Domingo Germán. There's no doubt he has to prove he's turned his life around. That he absolutely realizes how horrific that was.
Oh, you said Adler has it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's not a terrible thing to say.
No, I want to touch on this though because it really pissed me off. Here we go. Hal Steinbrenner on Domingo Herman. There's no doubt he has to prove he's turned his life around. That was absolutely realizes how horrific that was. Keep in mind the details of the incident that led to Herman's suspension were not public.
If it was that horrific, he shouldn't be a Yankee then.
But that's what I'm saying. What happened? Because to use the words horrific, that means that something happened that like he didn't just slap his girlfriend.
Exactly. And the fact that he said turn his life around.
That's what I'm saying. So like, what happened to this dude?
Why is he still a Yankee then?
If it was actually as bad, if it was horrific, I want him nowhere near this organization at all.
Let's say he went to his home country. Like he looked, I know he's skinny, but he looked very skinny in a lot of the pictures he posted. He went a little.
He had rainbow dreadlocks. Like, you guys remember that picture?
Did they ever come out with the full report of what happened during that incident?
He retired for like 30 minutes.
He literally went on Instagram. He's like, I'd like to announce to my people, to Yankee fans, I'm retiring from baseball. 30 minutes
and then
later. Just kidding.
And then they asked Aaron Boone about it. And then Aaron's like, I have no comment. I didn't see it. And then 30 minutes later, I'm back, guys.
Like, I don't understand. It makes no sense that I say this every time. Did Herman do that in front of the commissioner's wife? I have no idea. They won't say anything that happened. All we heard originally was that he slapped his girlfriend at like an MLB event or something.
It was Sabathia's like foundation, and they said after the thing ended, they said an MLB executive saw Domingo Herman slap his girlfriend.
Okay, which is disgusting in its own right.
Absolutely.
And like he should be gone from the organization just because of that, especially at a league event hosted by your teammate. That's disgusting as it is.
I believe in second chances, but not on that.
Exactly.
Go do it with a different team.
Second of all, now that we're saying he has to prove he turned his life around, and we have to realize how horrific that was. Are we talking about the same incident, or is there more to this that they're not telling us?
I think
which would be a shame.
There has to be.
We're talking about Domingo Herman, the man who should have no place in the Yankees organization anymore. But that's a story for another day, especially if they want to say that Trevor Bauer is too explosive. Like, I don't know.
Oh, my God, exactly. They would rather have a wife.
Fucking domestic abuser, but sure. Here we go. This one got me too. This one got me too, Mrs. Steinbrenner. Hal Steinbrenner won't say whether the 2021 Yankees will look much different than the 2020 Yankees. How can you say that after saying that this team like?
So that pretty much means that Gardner's coming back, guys. Gardner's
basically.
I'm not even worried about that. I don't give a fuck if he comes back.
I can't wait.
I'm more worried about like,
bro. In this press conference tomorrow, we're gonna have we're gonna get a Brett Gardner 5-year extension, DJ LeMahieu 35-year extension, which I wouldn't be too mad about. J Happ 35-year extension, and Tanaka going back to Japan. That's exactly what we're going to hear tomorrow.
But is that true?
30-year extension.
Did his team from Japan really offer him a deal to come back?
Apparently,
like 2.5 billion yen.
If he's going to leave, go there. Please don't go to another team.
Yeah, I mean, but apparently the deal they offered him is like would be the biggest in Japanese history, like 10 times over. So I don't know.
If I was him,
it's kind of scary.
Especially the way his Yankee career ended. He might just want to be like, you know what, I'm going back to Japan.
Or you could look at it on the flip side, be like, oh, I didn't end my career on the highest note. I want to come back and finish things off in a good way.
George Chamberlain said the Yankees need a left-handed bat in the lineup.
They do. Oh, but Neil said
left-handed DJ LeMahieu.
I've heard it was Joe Torre who thought, listen, if you're dumb enough to slap your girlfriend in front of Joe Torre, like, Domingo, go to Saturn. Like, go to Mars. You don't belong here. I don't understand why they're still keeping up with this bullshit. Because it's just bullshit at this point. But Tanaka, US dollars was $20 million, I believe, to go back to Japan. So $20 million a year, he's not getting that in the States. I can guarantee you that.
That's gonna be interesting. We'll see.
What else do we got from Mr. Hal over here? Jesus, I can't with this dude. Hal Steinbrenner says he's a bit more feisty than people think when dealing with losses in the playoffs. There's certainly many times I've raised my voice, believe it or not. Says Game 5 was one of those times. I would hope so, Hal. Like, I would hope that you get a little
The fact that
feisty
you
in the
have
playoffs.
to tell us this, like, what?
He's like,
Watch out for
I gotta
Hal,
make
guys.
it known I get feisty. Making it
Not
known I'm
not
feisty.
even angry. He gets feisty.
2021 Yankees memo. The Yankees would like to thank their fans for all their love and support throughout the season, though it did not end this real comeback stronger.
2021 to 2030 right there.
Copy and paste that for the next 10 years because that's all we're getting. I'm actually excited for the press conference tomorrow. I'm interested to see what they come up with. I think we kind of touched on everything that Hal said, though.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming to the Yankees press conference. We'd just like to announce that before we get forward, Hal mentioned that Aaron Boone's here to stay. We just given him a 10-year, $100 million extension. He's our best friend. We gave him $100 million, so he has enough money to buy the candy necklaces and all the twisters and all the Candyland games we can play after the games.
I wouldn't be shocked in the slightest, though. Like, it's not that far-fetched because we saw earlier on in the season, Cashman said that he hopes Boone is the manager of the Yankees for the next 10 years.
He did say that, yeah.
He said that. So
that is disgusting.
We should have known at that point that Boone is here to stay regardless of the performance. Because if you're going to say that about a manager who has yet to win a title or yet to show you any sort of success in his managerial career, like what? First of all, the Yankees didn't even have any business facing the Houston Astros in the ALCS last year. I don't even know how that series got pushed to 6 games because they were clearly overmatched in practically every game besides Game 1. They got lucky in Game 5 to stay alive with that Hicks home run off Verlander. But they should have been done in 5 games. So if you want to mention one ALCS appearance in the past 4 years for Aaron Boone, that's sickening, especially with this team. Jake says, I want to play Candyland.
Let's go to the Yankee clubhouse.
Yeah, head to the Yankee clubhouse. I should get that picture on here. Designed a great photo of Boone playing Twister in the clubhouse with his candy.
You should get the ice cream truck one, too.
George commented, if you were Cashman, you were looking at players besides Guardian DJ, who would you guys want to grab?
See, the issue with this team right now is they have too many holes that are filled. The only way where they would be able to like sign, like obviously I would want Michael Brantley. However, they have the DH spot filled for the next 10 years with Giancarlo Stanton. And Brantley doesn't really play the outfield anymore. He's not that good. Even if he did play the outfield, you got Frazier in left, Hicks in center, Judge in right. And then you know they're going to re-sign Gardner, who they assume is going to take that place of Michael Brantley, even though he's half the hitter Brantley ever will be. But that's why I'm saying it's difficult to pinpoint who you want to grab, because also I would say Trevor Bauer. But the Yankees aren't going to do that because they say, we have Sevy and Herman coming back next season.
Would you guys bring back David Robertson to a 1-year deal?
He hasn't pitched in like 2 years.
How much
money? He's been healthy?
He had Tommy John, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember last time that dude pitched.
There's 2 bullpen guys other than Robertson I would look into. I would look at Sean Doolittle and Kirby Yates.
Sean Doolittle? For what?
As a 6, 7
I don't know about that.
We could use another lefty in the bullpen, though.
Yeah, but I don't know about Doolittle. David Robertson has pitched 7 games since leaving the Yankees.
No, thank you.
That was 2 years ago. So
Andrew Miller?
No. Hasn't he been absolutely awful?
Yeah, he'd be really cheap, though.
He would be. I wouldn't be opposed to bringing back Miller if it was like 1 year, $5 million. Actually, he was solid this year. What the hell?
Didn't 2 years ago he had like some issues with his arm? He kept feeling fatigue in his pitching elbow.
Yeah, he had
hasn't been the same
2.77 ERA this year in 16 games. I mean, so he was injured a bit of the year, but he wasn't with the Indians.
He was pretty good.
He was a monster. In 2018, he was kind of bad. He had a 4.24. But, he hasn't been untouchable since 2017. So it's obviously not the same Miller that you had in the Bronx. But when Miller was at his peak, bro, he had
He
a
was so
1.39 in 2016.
I loved
Like,
him.
he was
on the Yankees.
untouchable.
Good trade.
Robertson, I would grab a 1-year deal, trade Otto, and grab Doolittle. I mean, I don't know who the hell is going to want Otto. You're better off just keeping him at this point and hoping
Keeping him and
he
hoping
turns it
that
around.
yeah. We only have one more year left with him, right?
Here's a sleeper pitch. Yes, I would be a huge fan of getting Taijuan Walker because he's your typical Yankee sign. Like someone who has been mentioned on their radar for like the past 10 years, and then they finally pull the trigger like when he's 5 years out of his prime and like no more potential, and they think they could like revitalize his career. I'd love to see what Matt Blake would be able to do with him. So Taijuan Walker wouldn't really be the worst idea, but
I want to see Clark Schmidt pitch next season.
Yeah, I think that the only issue is Clark Schmidt and Deivi Garcia. If you're gonna let these guys pitch in the regular season, you got to give them the opportunity in the postseason too. Like, I don't want to see Clark get like
disgusting.
20 starts this season, have like a 3.5 ERA, and then not let him start in the postseason. If you're gonna let these guys earn their spot in their rotation, you got to give them that long haul opportunity. That's the only way it works. Because what happened in the postseason this year was disgraceful. Like, that costed them the season.
Yep. They win that game if Deivi pitches. Or at least have a much better chance to win the game.
Oh,
I don't know why they thought J Happ would be a good idea. I don't get it.
Ooh, this is a good pickup option. Tanyan Sturts.
I don't know who the hell that is.
You guys don't remember Tanyan Sturts?
I really don't.
Yankee legend. Do I really have to pull up Tanyan Sturts
I
right now?
seriously don't even, like, not even a little bit.
He was on, like, the 2005 Yankees, I want to say. Bro, Tanyan Sturts? You don't know? All right, now this is an issue.
Why are you getting all, like, mad about it?
Look at this dude. He's a legend. Look at him. What is he accused of? Sticking X with credit card fraud? Credit card debt. Look at him.
At this rate, I would rather bring back Bubba Crosby over Brett Gardner, to be honest.
Bubba Crosby was a guy. Look, you don't remember Tanyan Sturts, bro. Look at this man. Look at this dude.
Why does he look like a combination of Greg Maddux with Kyle Farnsworth?
Ian Bruni.
Kyle Farnsworth. Oh, my God.
Oh, this is my guy. He was a legend.
I want to make this my new
Mike
profile picture.
This is Mike Ford.
Why? Because he's a fat white guy?
No, it's his twin. They look alike.
Bury me with this picture. Bury me with this picture. Do it.
Look at the name. Look at the name Scott Proctor.
Scott Proctor. Let's just start bringing back all these old washed up guys.
Where's Keigawa?
We'll get the same result as this season.
Here we go. There he is. He kind of looks like. All right. Do you guys remember High School Musical?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know the dad from High School, like Zac Efron's dad in the movie? All right. See, now I gotta pull this up.
Gee, let's
I know
take
you
a deep dive into Google Images.
Zac Efron dad, High School Musical. Tell me that's not Scott Proctor.
Oh, Mike.
All right. Yeah.
Tell me that's not Scott Proctor. Tell me that's not Scott Proctor.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Victor
I didn't realize
commented he wants us to do more shows in the winter. Oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
Victor.
Yeah, I mean,
of course.
It's probably just going to be us talking about, like, Scott Proctor and Tanyan Sturts. But, I mean, it is what it is in the offseason, you know?
Just wait for a Yankee executive to open their mouth.
That's literally... My mind is blown. Who else do we want to look up?
Keigawa. This guy... How many games did he pitch in 2007?
Oh, what a look at
this guy. Look at the shades. Look at the shades while he's pitching.
Where?
Right there.
And the kissy face, too?
That's class.
Bro, and he actually wore shades during the game, too? Look at the picture next to it.
No. Is that even allowed? What the fuck? What the fuck? Since when? Since when do pitchers wear shades? He said, "Damn, you guys are reaching." I don't care what anyone says. Scott Proctor is Troy Bolton's dad. Don't care. But, bro, I thought pitchers were not allowed to wear sunglasses.
There's
Or
got to
do
be
they
like a
just
reason
not do
for
it?
it. There has to
Kinda
be a
looks like-
reason for it.
I guess he wanted to feel like the Terminator while pitching
He
and
looks
give
like
up 10 runs each game.
Jamie. Did they let this happen like often? Look at him. This man always has glasses on. You've got to be kidding me. This is him after giving up like a 10-run nuke.
How many
That's
games
like a
did he
grand. That's a 3-run bomb look.
That's a class. How much was his contract?
I don't think it was that much, but it was way too much. Imagine walking up.
I already know I'm taking the 400.
Should I pull up his stats?
Yes,
Here, I'm
please.
looking
Because
at
I know they were definitely atrocious. Keigawa, the lost Yankee.
They gave him $46 million.
Imagine like his kid goes on Google. He's like, "Oh, let me type in my dad's name." It's like Keigawa, the lost Yankee. Oh shit! Oh my god! Jesus, this man.
Oh my, 47 earned runs in 67 innings. How many walks? Oh, 37. 37 walks.
37 walks in 67 innings. Bro,
He's
in
some
2008,
hot trash.
in 2008, they're like, let's just give this dude one more shot. Like, how else could it hurt? They
4
let him
innings,
go
30 runs.
He gave up 6 runs.
Hey, no walks. He didn't walk anybody.
Oh, what a legend.
He didn't
He
strike
pitched
anybody
4
out.
innings. He gave up 6 runs in 4. That's like the equivalent to
13
J.A.
hits. 13 hits in 4 innings.
No strikeouts. No walks.
Holy Oh, but he finished the game. What was it like? All right. What was the final score of that game? Like 35-1? They allowed him to finish it? All right. Do we have any predictions on what the score of that game was where they let him finish?
It was at least 15-2.
9-0. He pitched 1 inning, 2 hits, no earned runs. What a legend.
That's a pretty
But I mean,
interesting.
that first start
Pretty
against Detroit, fucking 3 innings, 11 hits, 6. That's brutal.
Kenny said he could see Kershaw in pinstripes.
Out of that group, we're signing Chris Archer.
Whoa, wait.
Is it bad that I don't want to see Kershaw? Is it bad I don't want to see Kershaw in pinstripes?
I don't want to see any of those guys.
Wow, that's wild.
Actually, I would take Max.
Yeah, I'll take Scherzer.
Yeah.
But Verlander's
He's
gonna be
getting
what?
so old.
Is Verlander getting
39?
Tommy John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, is he?
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And then he's gonna come back and be like 39 or something.
I
like
think
that.
he's going to attempt to come back, but
Is it
No,
bad?
he will.
I would sign him to a 1-year deal and see
no,
how
so
it
would I.
goes.
So
If
would
it's
I.
cheap, why not? Yeah.
Yeah. There's nothing to really lose. I mean, it would probably have to be a 2-year deal because he's
I
not
would-
going to be pitching next season.
I would sign him to a
Then-
2-year deal and let him rehab with the Yankees. Get
Well, that's
himself
not until
back.
2022 though. He'll be back by then.
No, he's a free
Yeah.
agent after this year. Isn't
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
After
I
this,
give him like a 2-year, like $10 million deal.
and why did he say 2022 free agent class?
I don't know. Here's one, Sean Henn. Do you guys remember Sean Henn?
he? No.
I used to
I'm trying
like Sean Henn because he was like the only Yankee with like a similar name to mine. Let me see if I can pull this up.
That's me and you combined, Pat.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. That's fucking sick. Sean Henn. Here he is. You guys don't remember this legend?
Oh, yeah.
Sean Henn.
Yankees had a lot of lost people. It's hard to keep track.
Do you guys remember when Derek Lowe was a Yankee? Wait
You
a
know,
minute. Do I see Sean Henn's pants, game-worn pants, sold by Walmart? Hold the
$100.
fuck up.
For $100?
For $100.
Oh, it's out of stock.
You were not going to buy
Who
it.
remembers?
Confused.
Who
We
remembers
should buy
Andy
those and give it
Phillips?
away.
Wait a minute. Is no one else as confused as I am? They literally have Sean Henn's game-worn pants used at Walmart.
What a weird thing to be.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen on Walmart in my life.
Why
Sean Henn, New York Yankees, game used number 34, white pinstripe pants from the 2000. Don't worry, it's Fanatics Authentic Certified. What the?
Who would buy that?
I'm hearing OBJ wants to buy Walker Bueller's pants.
Scott Erickson? Who's Scott Erickson?
How about that question for Walker Buehler yesterday?
Oh my God, he got so pissed. He's like, it's not the time to talk about pants, Michael.
All
right.
Michael.
This guy looks like he's gonna kill like my whole family.
What were you saying? Are we just looking up random Yankees?
Well, yeah, George said Scott Erickson.
What about Andy Phillips?
Oh my God, Andy Phillips. I don't know why, but he always reminded me of Napoleon Dynamite.
That's my guy. This guy looks like he would be in one of those shows.
What is that? What kind of face is that?
Did he just strike out? Is he walking up to the plate? What's he doing there?
Looks like he's pimping a walk. I mean, there's not many pictures of him.
That should
Is it on the Mets? All-time Mets wiki. What a
probably
guy.
got traded that day to from the Yankees to the Mets.
Andy Phillips, Yankees.
Was Richie Sexson ever a Yankee?
Yes, for like 20 games.
How about Travis Hafner?
Oh, good time.
Wow, look at him. With Jeter and Sheffield. What a legendary time.
Jeter with hair. Look at that.
I love how we went from talking about how Steinbrenner was like great.
Wait, who'd you just say, Para? You just said a Yankee.
Richie Sexson.
Richie Sexson. He had pop.
I went to a game once and he was with the Mariners and he hit a home run and then Andy Phillips hit a home run.
Okay, what the actual fuck is this?
That's John Olerud.
What the fuck?
That's not Richie Sexson. That's John Olerud.
What do you mean?
That's not Richie Sexson.
It's just Richie Sexson.
No.
That's not Richie Sexson.
That's John. I don't know how to say his last name. That's John Olerud.
Wait a minute. So, all right. Either way, why is he wearing a helmet at first base?
He had like something. What is it?
So he would wear a helmet at first base?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, he played. That's a 2004.
Holy shit! The Dodgers are getting destroyed.
Well, this is the only known photo of Richie Sexson in a Yankee uniform, so appreciate it while you can.
Braves are 5-0 in the fifth with the bases.
This is literally Aaron Judge. Like no one can tell me it's not. Wait, what's the score?
5-0 in the fifth and the bases are loaded. Braves.
That sucks for the Dodgers. MLB video search. Everyone, bear with me here. I just want to see if I could find any Richie Sexson highlights with the Yankees.
I'd be surprised if anyone's still watching this.
We got a couple people hanging around.
Going through old Yankees.
So I got an actual story about why he wore a helmet at first.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah, there's no footage of Richie Sexson with the Yankees. So there's that. Tell me, Parrot, tell me.
So he had a near tragic incident he endured during his college years while attending Washington State in 1989. He suffered a brain hemorrhage and aneurysm during a morning workout.
Damn.
So
I've never seen someone wear a helmet at first before. You should probably have the ear flaps on it too.
He was the only one who did.
Well, you guys hear about Tommy Pham? Oh yeah, he got stabbed, right?
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Oh, George brought up a classic guy. Ruben Sierra was the man. Honestly, Sierra was the man.
I think one of these days, I think every stream that we do, we should just like take one random ass Yankee.
I think we should just do this for Flashback Friday. Instead of watching former clips, just look at former Yankee.
Bro, the Keigawa one, classic. Like the
Thought it was
sunglasses.
hilarious.
That's
That
like
was
my
just
new
so
profile picture. I
It
don't
kind of
even
looks
care.
like Brian with sunglasses.
But I want to say this is gonna wrap things up for us tonight. First live of the offseason went pretty well. You know, we got some Keigawa, we got some Scott Proctor, we got some High School Musical, got
Took
some
such a
Halftime.
sharp left turn.
We got a little bit of
We went
everything.
from talking
tonight.
about us comments on the Michael K show to talking about the High School Musical.
Unhinged Live turns fast. Next time we're going live is what? Thursday? Let me just check the schedule really quick. Yes, next time we're going live will be on Thursday. So join us Thursday night, probably around the same time. Make sure to follow the Facebook page for any updates when we are going live. Also, shout out to Dugout Mugs, best mugs in the game. Dugoutmugs.com/unhinged. Won't give the whole rundown tonight, but you guys know the deal. What should we end it with tonight?
I think we should end it with Brian's Sweet Caroline video.
We should, right?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna end the stream tonight with oh, thanks, Jake. You're the man. You are the absolute man.
Appreciate it.
But we're gonna end it tonight with a new clip from Brian, and it is his personal rendition of Sweet Caroline.
I mean, we did talk about High School Musical, so
exactly
here's the
perfect way to end it. We'll see you guys Thursday.
Sweet